Hey everyone, Kevin Ross here, your co-host at RNFM Radio. I'm actually coming to you live right now from the National Nurses and Business Association Conference in Orlando, Florida. Today is actually October 5th, and I have the Donna Cardillo, with me right now for the community, and I wanted to introduce Donna to the community, Donna. And Donna had the keynote. She kicked everything off here at the NNBA conference, and it was a wonderful presentation. And actually, Donna, one of the questions that I have is that you've been around for quite some time.
In many ways,
Wait a minute. I don't want to necessarily date you. But what I did want to ask is, how do you continue to reinvent yourself? And I'm sure you might get that question asked of you quite a bit, but it seems like over the years you've had to reinvent yourself. So
yeah, and I don't actually know if anybody asked me that recently, but reinvention is kind of a big buzzword these days, because for a lot of reasons. First of all, everybody's living and working longer, so you can't just keep doing the same thing the same way forever and ever and ever. And everything in our world is changing right now. Change has never been so pervasive, so fast-paced, and when the world around you changes, you have to change and adapt right along with it. You know, there's new trends, new information, new ways of doing things. So how do I continue to reinvent myself? I try to stay very much abreast of what's happening in the world. I do that by being active in social media. I do that by getting out regularly to conferences, conventions, networking events. I do a lot of talking to people. Wasn't comfortable talking to people many years ago, but I learned that it was something important, and it's a skill that you develop over time. And I learned so much from people, talking to them about their world, people of different ages, different backgrounds, people who have different interests, and just always be open to hearing and learning from other people. It's interesting to hear people's perspective. Then I have to step back and look at myself, what I'm doing, what I need to keep up with. I always preach to other people when I'm talking technology, just as an example. Technology is a big part of our world today, that it's easier to keep up with technology than to try to catch up, or even worse, be left behind.
Right.
And some people think technology is just of interest to so-called young people today, but I tell them that's absolutely not the case. It's part of the mainstream world we live in. It's how we communicate today. You know, we don't get a phone book anymore. My phone never rings in the office, not because nobody likes me or nobody wants to hire me, but people don't use the telephone anymore. So much communication is online today. I just really try to keep learning and moving forward. And I always joke that when you're an educator, you have to try to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead of the people you're teaching. So I'm usually running to keep ahead of my audience.
Right. Well, you know, evolution is part of the process in our careers, personally and business. And I could definitely see that has been something in your life for sure, because I've watched you over the years grow, you know, as a member of the nursing community, the entrepreneurial community, just a career evangelist. And so
I like that, career evangelist.
That's right. So Donna, you had mentioned earlier in your keynote, she's got projects. I mean, the woman's got projects. She's got things going on. But you talked about a book that wasn't necessarily geared just to nurses. You're talking about everyone, or at least a general population. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. As I mentioned, I've written 3 books for nurses on career-related subjects, and this is a project I've been wanting to do for a long time. It is a book that is geared to anyone. It is about, I incorporate a lot of my own life story and experiences. It's not my life story per se. I don't start back where I was born and whatnot, but I take some key elements from my life. We've all had challenges. We've all had difficult times. We've all encountered a lot of interesting things, and I've had my share of those in life, but everything is something that I've learned from. And so I not only wanted to share my relevant experiences with readers, I also wanted to talk about and write about what I have learned as a result of those experiences. That's really important. So it's not just a memoir, it is a memoir with life lessons, and so certain key elements. And it's very different, very interesting writing about yourself, about your own experiences, especially about challenging, difficult times in your life.
Sure.
What I'm finding interesting about that, especially things that happened maybe 20, 30 years ago in my life, writing about it now so many years later, it's kind of revisiting it, looking at it from a completely different perspective, and almost analyzing it in a way that's very different from when you were actually involved in whatever it is that happened. You know, good or bad experiences in your life. So it's a very different kind of writing for me than what I've ever had to do in the past. Writing about career-related issues was a little bit different. So the style of writing is different. Writing about my own experiences is very different. And then tying in the life lessons and making it relevant to anybody who might pick up that book and read it. So even though I've done a lot of writing, I am a professional writer today, this was a completely different kind of writing for me. So I had to take some time to study memoir writing. It was completely different. And spoke to some other people that have written similar types of books, read similar types of books to get a feel for the flow and the content and the mix of, I think a good book is a mix of humor and lessons and storytelling, so it's challenging to get that all together. Yeah, and I'm very excited about that. I don't want to say too much just yet about publisher or publishing, but let me just say that I have some really big, exciting things in the works right now. So I would say stay tuned and see what's going to happen.
Well, and you know, Donna, we appreciate you at least putting yourself out there, being transparent. You are genuine, you are sincere. She really is. So we definitely look forward to that project launching, and when it does, let us know, and we will certainly promote that.
I sure will.
Where can they, not like you need to, like you can't find Donna, but where can we find you, Donna?
Well, I am very excited. I have a brand new website. When you talk about reinvention, I've been in the business for 18 years now. And I've had several web updates over the years, but it was time for a whole fresh new look, something modern, something vibrant, something that really connected to a lot of online things. So my brand new website at donnacardillo.com is got a lot of great new information, interactive things, just lots of stuff to appeal to a lot of different people and different options for blog, newsletter, whatever.
Okay, great. Well, if you head over to her website, you'll find everything you need to know about Donna and more. And certainly like, subscribe, share all of this information. All of the info will be below in a link into the video, and we'll be sure to promote it, so you be sure to promote it. Again, thanks so much for watching us, Donna Cardillo. She's here at the NNBA with us here in Orlando, Florida, and we look forward to sharing another video with you soon. So thanks so much, Donna.
Thanks.